Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action, it's Minshew. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
By Leonard Williams.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Minshew. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
To number 16.
Tyrell Williams. 30 yards. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 7, Dolphins nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he goes out right around the 39.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Corey Littleton in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brings up third down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass incomplete in the end zone.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Minshew. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Las Vegas, first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He's going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew lets this go for Renfro downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
The tackle made by John.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Breida on a toss left. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his man on the crossing route. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Woo, yeah!
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 10, Raiders 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First down, Las Vegas.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
At the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Pollard. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 16-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards.
44 yards on the play. First down, Raiders.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Byron Jones.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Brings up second and 3.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On second down, a run with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tanner Muse gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. A good pickup there of 22. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you. Switch. Line 55. Line 52. Check me out.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Number 2.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
Breida. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Tua to throw again. And the Raiders Panthers have got him. Carl Nassib with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get him.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action, it's Minshew. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pollard again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
36-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete here. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Under 10, under
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
They'll toss it to Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
23 yards.
23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Come on. Check. 53. Check. 52.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
7-yard line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Farrell. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. My 10.
Now they try the right side here. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Miami, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from way back. But you weren't with it. The higher the climb, the harder the fall. But how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different.